The Off-Field Drama episode is brought to you by none other than 4X Gold. Live, free and exclusive here on a Sunday for your shareholders. And me and Trelly, we're knocking back 4X Ultra.
4X Ultra.
Which you like to think's up there with the greats.
One of the better ones, yep. We're unfortunately out of a plastic cup because it is game day here. It is game day.
It is game day. There'll be plenty of 4X at Suncorp. Drink responsibly, shareholders, but drink 4X.
Where's the Queensland spirit now?
Shareholders, I am Berkey, and we have on debut co-host.
Yeah, on the couch, debut.
On the couch, Trelly.
Yeah, how are we?
Gee, it's good to be beside you, big fella.
Good to be here. Game day at the Caxton. Tonga Samoa. Geez, it's a vibe out there, isn't it?
It's a festival. We must say straight off the top, obviously, you're probably wondering why the bloke to the right of me's doesn't look like he's had a few pizzas and doesn't have red hair, because that's because the big fella's currently charging in London, isn't he?
Wembley, yeah.
He's Wembley.
Yep.
We will call him in touch base with the big unit.
I reckon his Buckleys are picking up. It is, 3, 4 a.m. over there at the moment. He finished up about 2 hours ago with a couple of good shareholders over in London.
Saw that, yeah. Good to see the shareholders at Wembley.
Yep.
They were vocal too.
Yeah, it was good that we had a couple of Aussies in that crowd because, geez, didn't it go silent with the pommies there? They were dreadful.
Oh, they were. You know what I found funny? It's a classic England thing, is that all in the build-up, they said Wembley was sold out.
Yep.
Mate, that whole top tier.
Empty. Red seats galore.
What's happening there?
Well, I think it fits. Oh, Pitt will have to check this, but I think
70,000?
Yeah, I think they would have got 55 or something.
Just a bunch of weak gutted dogs filling a Wembley stadium.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get into it. Geez, I sat on the couch last night. The missus said, "You come to bed?" I said, "Nah, I'm going to try and stay up for this kickoff."
Hand in your cock kind of stuff?
Yeah, I had a couple of beers yesterday, naturally, Cock's Plate Day, and ended up falling asleep about 10, I reckon, and I woke up at 3:30 still on the couch, so I didn't see a single bit of it live. And
surprised you didn't have your legs behind your fucking ear when you woke up.
I might have. I was out to it. No, so I actually just pulled my phone up this morning when I woke up and just got a few of the drip feeding highlights on my feed. And geez, if I didn't know the score, I thought it was like 60 because the way Reece Walsh was going through him, and then Angus Crichton. Geez, someone tackle him, fellas.
Now, that fullback's name for England, if you don't want to know what the definition of your stones rolling down the fucking highway when you see Angus Crichton in daylight, mate, by the time he was going to tackle Crichton, he could have been on the dead ball line.
Yeah, it was astounding. I mean... It was, like I said, I saw 3 or 4 videos. Obviously, that Reece Walsh, he went through them. I think it was early in the piece too, and just couldn't finish it off. It would have been one of the great tries.
But that was, like, what are we doing in defence there? They came up
Terrible.
As a wall.
Yeah.
And Walshy just went left, right, good night.
It was pretty to watch. I was thinking as well, Samuel, when I watched the replay this morning, it's probably the best balanced rep side I've seen in some time in rugby league. Like, just our lineup is crazy good and fits perfectly. You got Cleary as your 7, Munster can play off the cuff at 6.
Yep.
And then Tommy Dearden come on. It looked like he was playing in the middle. He was like that link man because obviously Isaiah Yeo got knocked out early. So he came on, I don't know how long it was to go, but geez, he looked good there.
It was about, Zayo got knocked out, I reckon, about halfway through the first half.
Lindsay Collins come on for him, and then they obviously had to put put Dearden on for a little bit, and he looked good.
Geez, Mark Noinganasi looks good in a Kangaroos jersey.
Yeah, he does. It's going to be sad to see him go.
It is. When you look at the squad, and it's funny because they all blow up throughout the year about, we're losing, like Hammers sent his allegiance to Samoa, Payno, all these characters. Mate, you throw that Australian Kangaroos side out there against anyone,
Yeah, they're going to be hard to beat.
Mate, but it's such a quality team.
Yeah, and we said it last week. It's better for the game.
Fuck yeah.
You know, having some quality. Like, look at outside as we mentioned, and now but it's interesting. I didn't know this. So there's no quarterfinals in the World Cup next year.
Sorry?
There's no quarterfinals. They're going straight to semis. So there's only going to be 4 that make it through to the finals.
Right, well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but I tell you, there's 1 or 2 sides that will be pretty good that'll miss out on finals in the World Cup. So those pool games will be pretty important.
Well, they're important. Morgan Knowles is the...
Was he the fullback?
He was the fullback for England. Now, Morgan... Funnily enough, your nuts have just rolled into the Caxton, and I'll get them posted to you, pal, because that was awful.
There were some soft tries.
That was awful. When Crichton runs through, Morgan Knowles has just gone the other way. It must have been a business decision.
I think so. I think he thought, you know what, this one's over. Let's try and get to Everton next week and have another crack.
There was another one which we're going to discuss, but AJ Brimson being 18th man.
Bonkers. Doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like he was expecting one of his players to get knocked out so early.
Well, I don't know anything about the side. Don't really care. But you'd think he's at least in year 17.
No, he is in year 7A.
At least. Like, even 14 to come on with a bit of spark. Look at what he did at Origin a couple of years ago. And he's been playing good for the Titans.
Yeah, he's good.
He can play any position in the back line, essentially. And he could probably play hooker. So it just made very little sense to me. Kai Pearce-Paul was a handful.
Yeah, second rower for the Knights.
He was a fucking... He's going to the Tigers, I believe.
Is
he was a handful last night. But, yeah, it's got 3-0 written all over it, hasn't it?
If I'm a punter and I so happen to be one, 50's on the board come the next game.
Well, funny you say that. It's 44-0 currently. The women are just... fisting the Samoans.
They've been bending the Samoans over. It looks like fucking the Bloods and the Crips out there on Caxton Street, by the way.
I know we touched on it, shareholders, but geez, I got it out of the car. They've shut Caxton Street, which is good to see.
Great to see.
And the amount of cheehoos is just...
Cheehoos!
There was one fella, he was just on repeat. He's just walking down Caxton Street just yelling cheehoos.
Oh, it's a Cheehoos city.
Oh, I would be shocked if there's not a fight between the Samoans and the Tongans.
Well, there will be one.
Great humans, but they will...
they've
few of them will have some bourbon under their belt in about an hour and a half's time, and they'll just throw them.
I got here at about 12:30, and the Tongan faithful... I mean, I don't know how far they've had to drive to get here, but my days...
And what about all the flags hanging out of the cars?
It is...
Awesome.
Like, I mean, you'd want to make sure that your belongings are kept safely because...
And good to see sources acted accordingly from the other, time zone of England. He's got about 18 seckies out there just ready to rip and tear if any trouble happens.
Well, the thing is, some of those seckies are Samoans and Tongans too, so there's a good chance that the seckies might start punching on with one another as well.
It's good to see.
They're saying sellout.
Yeah, I think they're expecting at least 40.
Oh, 45.
And then there'll be some walk-ins because the tickets weren't too dear.
Nah, $15.
It's $1.85 Samoa, $1.95 Tonga, I believe, or maybe the other way around. So it's going to be an absolute belter.
Did you see the Tongans for their captain's run were in the Tongan Versace numbers?
Yeah, but even they had a run at Logan a couple of days ago, and their kit there was outstanding too.
Yeah, I mean that would have
Dynasty, I think.
Yeah,
credit to them. They've those training lines. I'd fucking wear them.
It's a public holiday if the Tongan Rugby League side's in town in Logan.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
There was people everywhere.
Gobber.
I do know what you're saying, mate. There's plenty of them out there. Respectfully.
Respect, mate. It's just that Sunday afternoon, we always harp on about it, but now you throw these two great Pacific Island nation countries in the home of rugby league.
Outstanding.
It's good to see. Who are we expecting to win? I'd be on Samoa.
Likewise, they did... The only there's
a
I hope you guys picked that up at the mics there. Look, I think Samoa burnt a lot of energy last week trying to beat the Kiwis. So it's a big effort to come home to a pretty fresh Tongan side.
Yeah,
No Taumalolo doesn't help the Tongans. But fuck, they got Eli Katoa, And then the other katoa in the heart. I think there's 4 katoas running around.
Oh,
there.
they're the family.
It's a bit like Smith as an Aussie, isn't it? There's just a lot of katoas.
Yeah.
So I think Tonga might be too good because they'll be a bit fresher.
So you're going to say Tonga?
I think Tonga, yeah. What are
Well,
your thoughts?
you got to think, you got to look at the halves. Katoa's he's the answer for Tonga, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jerome Luai at 7's never sold me one bit.
Mouth-watering lineup.
It is. I mean, it's amazing these squads. Oh, they're playing Isaiah Iongi at 6 for
Is he
Tonga.
at 6, yeah. Who's fullback?
Lele Hopawate.
Oh, yeah.
Hopper.
Nice.
But there's matchups everywhere. Adam Fanua Blake against Payne Haas.
Yeah, it's going to be unreal.
It is a great fucking matchup.
It's going to be good.
It should be. I'd like to think points. I was watching, was it last year or 2 years ago when they did the haka against one another, and geez, wasn't that emotional?
Yeah.
They start charging at one another and it's fucking game on.
What do you think, like, there's been talk of it for years now of just putting the fucking NRL season on hold and doing, obviously, Origin.
Yeah.
Then you could do best of 3 Samoa Tonga. Where the Kiwis fit in is probably the issue there because I think they wanted to play England, which that'd probably be good.
That'd be a good matchup.
So would you just play it over 3 weeks, NRL season and the Super League pauses, and you just roll 3 rep games out? Imagine the watching of it. It'd be unreal.
The only issue is like, are you getting the players at their best for Origin? Because
you'd still do it in the middle of the year.
Oh, so you do Origin middle of the year?
Yeah, NRL is paused and we just got a rep break.
Oh, it's a 3 week and it's just back to back.
Bang, 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 yeah.
Origin on a Wednesday?
I'd say so. They're not going to move it and then sprinkle these games in.
On the Saturday, Sunday.
Yep, and then the women's as well.
Jeez, I didn't know I had Buzz Rothfield beside me on the
Well,
couch
they've been
today.
talking about it for a while. Apparently, I think the TV rights is probably going to be the key there because I don't think they want to pause having so much NRL, I suppose, rights there, not playing. So that's probably the issue. But as we know, in Origin time, no one fucking wants to watch Cronulla versus fucking Manly on a Saturday night. So
give me a fucking spell. Well, watching those games would be so sick.
And speaking of which, they're taking an Origin to Eden Park.
I did hear that across the ditch, eh?
2027. I don't hate it. I used to be opposed. I used to think, no, why would we want to take an Australian representative game internationally?
Correct.
But I kind of think it's not going to matter and it's just going to be packed anyway.
Well,
like, we take it to Perth, you may as well take it to Eden Park.
No, take it to Eden Park. I mean, you don't need to be a rocket scientist. Kiwis love Origin.
Absolutely.
Like, they're only human. They like seeing a Steeden in hand and getting thrown around.
Time zone would be interesting there too.
Was thinking that. So what would you be looking at? It'd be a 9 o'clock kickoff.
Nah, they couldn't do that. They'd have to go. I reckon they'll go 6 o'clock
In eight.
their time, and it'll be 8 hours again. So it wouldn't really change it much.
Nah,
wouldn't it be good for an afternoon?
They're ahead of us.
That's right.
So it'd be 8 o'clock their time, 6 o'clock ours.
That is correct, Samuel.
Tell you what, shareholders.
Jeez, I don't know if you guys saw it there, shareholders, those ones watching the YouTube, but my brain was working overtime there.
I looked at your eyes and it had sediments that you might have been smoking some sort of hooch with.
Bit like
Snoop Dogg
Sauce.
away.
Sauce thinks it's fucking Monday here in Australia at the moment. He said, "Oh yeah, I'll be sweet for you to call me later," and then all of a sudden it clicked that it was going to be very early in the day.
I wonder what time was the kickoff in England?
I reckon it was early because
the sun was out.
Pitt, you can check. I reckon it'd be at 2 o'clock.
It was good. It was good. It's just a shame that the stadium wasn't full.
Well, I think Shamus was talking this morning. He said, "Look, it wasn't very competitive game, so it was the atmosphere."
The first half was pretty dead.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the other international game that was on prior to that, the little entree over in Japan.
Yeah, did you see it?
Up Japan.
Yeah.
Nah, I was too busy fucking sinking my teeth into the greatest 2 minutes in Australian sport.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But I watched highlights. Eddie Jones can sit and twist because I watched a press conference, and it's one of the great press conferences about, him bagging Australia and whatnot. Hey, Eddie, your team couldn't even beat a fucking BC squad. We're competitive, but...
Well, interesting you say that, Sammy. You actually played with a couple of the Japanese people, which probably tells the story.
Well, I would like to think that I've provided Japan rugby with a footprint for what's required.
It's baffling to me that you can go over there as a true blue Aussie and just live there for 5 years, and then all of a sudden you can play for Japan.
Don the red and white.
It's insane.
Greeny should be playing for the Wallabies.
Greeny's the less looking Japanese dude I've ever seen in my life.
And then you throw Cornelson out there, who's got a hog that'd be the size of 3 of the Japan boys put together. Seriously. Like, he'd have a horse's cock.
It was interesting you say that, because I don't know if you're familiar with the Coco show. Adam Ashley Cooper, Prof. Remember Prof? He was good back on Fox League early days. Matty Giddo and Drew Mitchell, obviously Adam Ash. They were talking to Tarn Edmund, or however you want to pronounce his name.
Yeah, no, you'll pay it.
And they were talking about how good it is playing at Twickenham, because they have bathtubs. So you just, like, if you win, you just get in the bath with the fellas. Oh! Hogs out and all, and just, have a couple of beers and celebrate a good win. Adam Ash was sort of, he said, are the boys still getting the swords out? Now, as someone who's played a pretty low level of rugby, but you still have a shower after the game.
Totally.
I don't get mine out for obvious reasons.
Hang on a second. I thought you'd be first hog out.
Nah, look.
So what you're saying is you're happy to get the hog out when you're out with the boys on a Saturday night, but you won't get your hog out when you're in a change room.
Yeah, I think you're full of, you got 23 blokes there, and, some of them have just got pieces that just go to town on mine. So I just don't want...
Is it a sense of the ego being hurt?
A little bit.
Are you not proud of what you're working with?
Well, not as proud as I would be as if I had some of these other fellas. We were talking about it in one of the group chats about just Chrissy Kurandrani, shout out to you.
Oh, what is it? Just hung.
It was like we used to call him Panther. That was his nickname, right?
I thought they called him the Purple Panther.
Well, mate, it was like he had a black tail at the front of his body. It was insane. So shout out to you, Chrissy. And a more recent one, he's obviously retired. Jack Patterson, shout out to you, Paddo. He's got one of the great white pieces of all time.
Who was it?
He's the 12 for Jeeps, and he gets it out before the coaches even address the boys. Now, we had like 50 or so put on us this year. And our coach came in, he wanted to give the fellas a bit of a talking to. And Paddo's got his sword out, and he took one look at it, was like, mate, I'm trying to give you an address here.
How can I address
And I've got to see that thing that's basically touching the tiles.
Why is there a pet goanna in the change rooms right now?
It was like a piece of porcelain, just like a pipe.
What about Nico? What did we call his?
Paddy Nick, the anteater. Yeah, he used to get it out a bit. There's a fair few that do, but I mean,
Pickle called his Phoenix?
Yeah, he had a couple of names for his, I believe.
Phoenix was one. What was Larry's? Larry had one.
Larry's got a good one. I've got a good couple of photos of Larry. At a wedding weekend.
But he's got like a picnic rug of hair on his chest.
He's got a vest on under his t-shirt.
You could argue that it could be bulletproof. It's not Velcro proof.
You can't see through it.
No, you can't. And it's as thick as it is deep.
Yeah, it looks strange though, because he's obviously got that going on, but then I think he grooms really well around his undercarriage, so he's just bald as an eagle down there, but he's just got a full-blown black fucking vest on.
I remember he was nude once playing a piano, and the piano was black and the chair was black.
He just blended in.
He blended in beautifully with that fucking carpet rug that he's got over him. But there wasn't much manicuring going on there.
It's so it, as we, we don't want to talk about hogs too much on the podcast, but
Sterling goes, so how was the potty? We covered almost every Jeeps player's hog.
Poor Pitt over here. He's got a headache from his 21st, which was actually at the Caxton last night, and he might have to blur some names out, but I don't think he should.
No, don't blur him out. That could be a good clip.
Could be, yeah.
Naming of the hog.
Oh, mate. All colours, all shapes, all sizes.
Well, you'd see a few in the change rooms. At school, it was hog out and shower away.
Yeah, it just depends what you got going down there.
Yeah, I know you don't come with much.
No, but it works.
Yeah, it does work. It works accordingly.
Yeah, but, yeah.
It's like a mini cricket bat that you got. Like an under-8 kookaburra. Speaking of under-8s, I gotta talk about this because sometimes you look at cultures around the world and you go, oh, they're doing it right, they're doing it wrong. Now, there's a country that always seems to be in the thick of it for a number of different reasons. The Russians. Now, I saw, and I still am cheering, I was watching highlights of an under-8 Russian ice hockey game to which the benches were cleared. I repeat, under-8 ice hockey game in Russia, and they cleared the benches.
And, it was like when you watch an NHL fight.
Totally.
The umps are just there going, have at it, fellas.
Let go, baby.
And it got out of control, obviously, but my God, it was impressive.
But at under-8s to be clearing the benches and for the coaches to say it's on.
There would have been some proud parents after that encounter.
I wouldn't have been surprised if the parents went at it in the car park.
Well, I reckon they would have all of those. When you had a good game back in the day, and you'd get in the car and you'd scored a couple of tries, you'd get Maccas on the way home.
Yeah,
the Maccas in Russia, wherever that was, would have just been fucking chock-a-block.
I wonder what they have over there too, because they're all sick fucks.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you go to international Donnies. So you go to Italy and they got a spag bowl on the menu. What would they have in Russia? Would they have a vodka Big Mac?
In India, it's a chicken curry big burger.
Mate, they do. It's crazy because I suppose what works, right?
They might have a fucking little fucking pocket knife in a burger over in Russia.
It was good to see. There wasn't a skate taken off and an attempted stabbing, which probably was the only thing that was missing.
But under-8s to be clearing the benches, man. That's good footy.
We might have to stream the rematch between those two teams.
And commentate it.
Yeah.
And just talk it through. I was watching, there was two of the big hitters. Apparently, you know how there's always a designated boxer in the NHL?
Yeah.
Can't remember what they call that. But anyway, Reeves, who's considered one of the top dogs, there was this young kid on the block. He must have been a rookie. Fuck me dead. They didn't miss,
No.
Shareholders, the Off-Field Drama podcast is brought to you by VLG, the new group on the block.
Bang, bang,
as
baby.
they like to say. So, have you heard of the Caxton Hotel?
Familiar.
The Victory?
Familiar.
The Grand?
Yeah, well acquainted to the Grand.
Kira Beach?
Was there actually Saturday night, Saucy?
What happened?
Partied like it was 1935.
1935, right. I don't know what happened about that.
Yeah. 1935.
Yeah, post-war, pre-war. Good stuff. The Bartlett and the Black Nugget. So what do they all have in common? They're members of VLG shareholders. And VLG, they look after the little guy. So they look after pubs not owned by Woolies and Coles, You go to a pub, what do you like to do? Have a palmy, a beer?
Yeah.
Where's your money going, bruh? Think about it.
Yeah, to the big dogs.
Don't like it.
Nah.
VLG, they support the little guy. If you got a pub, hit up VLG.
Always good seeing the little ones win.
Like the Raw.
Funny you say that. We'll get into maybe some biffs. There were some fights this morning. Joseph Parker fought for the World Heavyweight Championship against... Don't know his name. Joseph Parker, obviously a Kiwi, so we will claim him.
Yeah, of course.
He got touched up in the end. It was apparently it was a controversial stoppage, but from what I heard, old mate was giving him the business, so they did stop it. But he has been sort of done like that before and come back. So he got stopped, and then an Aussie kicked this guy's head off in the UFC.
Really?
Yeah, it was a one-kick knockout. Didn't even have to follow up.
How good's that?
It was good. And then the
main
main
event.
fight, fucking eye poke, no contest.
Yeah, bloody Cyril Gain. It's given the old two-finger salute.
Mate, that would have hurt.
Well, he duelled him.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's.
It was like...
Surprised it doesn't happen more.
Oh, I can't believe it doesn't. It was like getting the Hopawati to the eyes.
Basically, I know what I'd rather.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I haven't spoken to Cyril Gain's missus, but seeing those two fingers go straight to the eyes, I've got a feeling that Tommy Aspinall and Cyril Gain's missus might have a couple of things in common after that.
Possibly.
Yeah. So,
Not be able to walk or see. Oh, now, I know we wanted to talk about it. So, earlier, a couple of episodes ago, we had a couple of we were going to have a segment of Trell's shower thoughts. Now, this wasn't exactly my shower thought because I did see it, possibly even a fucking Instagram reel. I don't even think it was a TikTok. It was this Irish fella, and he said, how many times do you reckon, what's more in your lifetime? How many times you've jerked it or how many pints you've had? Now, obviously with us, we're more inclined to be schooner people in Australia, so we could probably say schooners. And it really made me think because obviously you get into your work as a young adolescent, so what are we saying? Probably for you might have been 9. You mightn't have even hit double digits yet. So obviously you've got...
What's grade 6?
Grade 6 that's 11. That's early.
I would have been jerking it at 11. No,
That's impressive.
No, the reason I know that is because I remember we were on it, and I still remember it to this day.
Oh, you always remember your first.
Yeah, well, you remember your first, but it was more so we were heading out to Northgate for footy training. And, it was the grade 6 and grade 7 at school. They were middle school, so those two grades were quite close to each other. Anyway, I'm in grade 6 and, we were on the bus with the grade 7ers, and they're talking about cheese. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is cheese?
This has gone rogue.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy in grade 7 had no idea what cheese was, and he copped an absolute ear bashing because if you didn't know what cheese was, it means you weren't stroking it through the knuckles. And so grade 6 is when I would have.
So you've gone home and just ripped the ducks off and gone to town. So that's what I mean. So you were 11 now. I mean, you would have got into your schooner work pretty early, but you can't really have a schooner, right? You can have a can at home. So, you got a good 7-year head start.
Correct.
But then you got to think of it. There'd be nights where you're putting away 20 odd schooners at the pub. So
yeah, but you would have had some times in your life where you rolled it through the knuckles about 10.
So what do you think?
When you're in the doghouse with Mole, you can put 3 away there.
No comment, allegedly. Now, what do you reckon?
So, is it more flogs or more schooners?
Yeah. Over your
it's got to
lifetime.
be schooners.
You'd think so.
Like, your old fella would be hanging on by a fucking thread.
But, I mean, if you got into your work at 11...
I'll tell you right now, there's some characters that I've bumped shoulders with across the time that would be way more jerks than schooners. Because there's some sick puppies out there.
Food for thought, shareholders. Let us know.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know if there's someone out there that's actually stroked it more than he has schooners.
Probably be a good study. We could get like a young, maybe uni student first year out of school who might not do too well with the ladies but loves a schooner, and we could just get him to tally up, have like a chalkboard
Yeah.
and just, you know.
Every time you threw the knuckles one, every time you have a skewy two. I'll tell you what would be interesting, but is because you think about it, most people aren't drinking schooners during the week.
Correct.
But most puppies are
They might be 3 or 4 a day type stuff.
Correct. And like over time, what's that? 5 times 4 is 20. So that's
you got to get into your work on the
that
weekend.
means you need to have 20 schooners on a weekend to catch up.
And normally when you're hungover after 20 schooners, you're going to roll it through
totally
3 to 4 times that Sunday.
Wonder what the ratio would be of jerks to schooners.
It'd be interesting. Obviously, we've got blokes that have got partners or blokes that hump very easily, so that those fellas are going to be hard to get a guide on. But you got some serial fucking masturbators.
There is some proper jerkers in this. I've met some all-time jerkers.
Me too.
Like, I know blokes that'll jerk
I reckon
it.
Sauce would be one of those.
Yeah, no, he's a serious jerker.
He'd be... I reckon if we call him now, there's half a chance he's mid. He's had a big session at the footy. He might wake up, need a glass of water, and he'd just go, oh, fuck
Can't
it.
sleep.
Yeah. Get the legs in the air and the belt around his neck.
I know tradies, right? This is how sick some fuckers are. I know tradies that when it's 35 degrees out there and they're working on site and there's a portaloo, they will take their talents into the portaloo and stroke the hell out of it.
I'd pass out if it was... I've been in a portaloo when it's hot. And
it's one of the worst places to be.
You get in, get out. You take a shit.
Do you know a worse place than being in a shitty portaloo? Like when it's 35 degrees and you've got a shit and you're in a portaloo.
Well, I actually took my talents when I was in between jobs, as you remember, Berkey. I was labouring. I was labouring at St. Lucia and it was fucking hot. We had a hot summer last summer. And I remember, like, if you had to go have a shit and it hadn't been changed in, maybe a week and a half, you're going in there, it's hot as anything. There's just shit painted on the walls because there's just disgraceful human beings on this job site. And, like, there's times where you'd walk in and you just couldn't do it. No. So you just hold on. There was a bloke I worked with who he lived like 5-10 down the road. He'd just go home and have a shit. So, like, that's what we're talking about. Obviously, if you don't have that type of energy to get in the car and go. There's plenty of people that don't shit at work.
No, when I was painting a house with Laro, he refused to shit at the house that he took his talents to the Paddington shopping centre. I'm not joking when I say he was there for over an hour.
It's quite funny when you talk to people, just the differences. Like, obviously, Sauce, we had the poo. Geez, we've had a lot of poo lately on this podcast. We might have to ease up a touch.
We can show.
But obviously, Sauce, he's had 2 shits at the Stafford City shopping centre. You'd think he's learned after his last experience. But there's blokes in the world that can just shit wherever they please, which is probably a good trait to have. And then there's blokes that can't shit unless they're at home. Or, interestingly, we've got a shareholder, JB. He has to shower after every time he has a shit. So, like, he's and I think his brother's in the same, but, mate, it's crazy. So, like, I've got to go have a shit.
Because he can't clean it up?
Well, they're pretty hairy dudes. So, I'd say that'd be some sort of reason behind it. But, like, imagine that. So, you have your coffee and then you're walking down into the foyer to grab a fucking towel from reception because you got to go have a shit.
Is it because he's squeezing so hard that he's sweating?
I don't know, man. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah, it's worth a call.
Shout out to him. Or we probably won't ring him today.
No, we wouldn't.
Probably won't want to out him either.
No, well, we already have.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know who we're talking about.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure if they ask us, we'll tell him. I'll tell you what, the great race day, which is the Cox Plate, I argue and happy to argue that it is the greatest race on the Australian calendar.
It is. from a race perspective, it's definitely the best.
Wait for age.
I'm a massive Derby Day guy, just purely because
Totally.
the whole day
No.
you've just got the best, and now Stakes Day's into it too.
Totally.
So like those two are probably a better punting day.
They're a better race day, but in
But-
terms of best race,
Yeah,
with the history, and it is the best horse tends to win.
and it's sad to see them. And I haven't delved into, done a bit of research about what they're actually doing to the Valley. I know it's not going to be the same, that's for sure.
No, it's not.
But hopefully they try and keep somewhat of, the atmosphere at that racetrack. You're not going to
It's
get it
second to
anywhere
none.
else.
No, but the finish line now is where the school is.
Yeah, so it's, oh jeez,
So
how
they're
long is it
turning it-
taking?
Oh, it'd be at least 3 years.
No, I think they're planning on. I'll have to check this, but I think they only want one Cox Plate not there. So I think now they're into it now. Obviously next year I think it's Flemington.
Yeah, it's at Flemington.
Which will be fucking. It's the apples and oranges. Those two racetracks, and like we've got the fucking. What's it called now? The Champions
Stakes.
Champions Stakes. So it's 2,000. A month before now, so you just basically get 2 Cox Plates, which isn't a bad thing.
No, I mean Flemington. Everyone will get their chance.
True, but there's nothing better than seeing them fucking all get on their bike at the
At the
school.
school there. I tell you what, I backed Aliana.
Yeah.
Now, if you watch a replay of it, it's a hard luck story. This thing was travelling, man. Huey Bowman took it to last. And then he saw it up the inside that there was a gap, and he just continued to scoot up the inside. Then he got caught running up the arse of Light Infantryman.
Yeah.
And the gaps didn't appear. But that's a forgive run.
He
and
tried to do what he did on Winks when she won her first one, which
Yes.
is just not go around a fucking horse.
that win by Via Sistina was awfully impressive.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, for me personally, I've got last year's win that she had in my brain. So for me, it's like she only just won, but fuck, it's hard to do. And it was interesting. I haven't
8-year-old mare as well.
I haven't had a look at like any sectionals or anything, but I don't think they went that hard. So when she got going, the race was on. Obviously, I
think it was a true to run cop.
I was on Antino,
That
who
was
there's
maybe
obviously
the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, I think there's something to miss there because he didn't go a yard
Shinny said something had
from
to
the
go
1,000. He was starting to panic. So it was
Buckaroo was a big run.
Yeah, he's a nice horse, but I wouldn't say it was a classic Cox Plate. I would have preferred, Antino to fight it out with Via Sistina because they're probably the two at the moment that
Are going the best.
are going the best. But he obviously wasn't at his top, which is annoying. But
What do
that
we
is
put
what
that
happens.
down to?
Not sure. He's won at the Valley before, I believe. He's ran really well, so I wouldn't say it's Mooney Valley, but I think Blake Shin said he wasn't towing him into it at all from about the 1,000, so you'd think
There was
something's
nothing
amiss.
going on. It's a vibe. Like, good to see Daryl Braithwaite.
Oh,
Did you watch him? By the way, he was
didn't
doing
see
high
him.
voices at one point, man.
yeah.
Daryl really wanted to take a moment to just enjoy those last moments.
Frustratingly for me, I had a first birthday
That doesn't
down
help.
at the Barden Bowls Club. Now, shout out to you, Belly. Happy birthday, darling. But fuck me, Sally and Tom. You shouldn't be putting a first birthday at 2:30 on a Saturday afternoon on Cox Plate
No.
Day at a venue that's got no tab.
No, that's it. That's.
See, if it had a tab, I'd just duck in there and,
I'd go as far as saying, does the kid deserve a birthday present when his parents are acting the way they are?
I mean, it's like people that put weddings on Cox Plate Day or Melbourne Cup Day's Tuesday, so it's different. Derby Day, like you just can't do it.
Well, it's just that's not what we do.
So it was quite frustrating in that aspect. These big race days.
Did you have a word to it?
No, I didn't. I like to just park up either at a pub or at home with an esky and just,
I'm
Go to
surprised
town.
they invite you to first birthdays with your track record.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit better behaved than some others. There's a few fellas there that wouldn't have been allowed 100 feet from that fucking venue. There was about 5 on there too that day. So there was a few. I mean, I was there with Hose and he had a good day, I think, on the punt. His kid nearly ended up on a main road because he was fucking looking at his phone.
Yeah, what
punting.
did he end up with? He was in the group chat and he just seemed to be winner after winner after winner.
Yeah, he's feed the hot hand with him. He's like Steph Curry when he starts draining it. You want to be...
Frierson, did you see his multi?
No.
He had a green on, what was the Godolphin thing that was $1.75?
Yeah,
observing.
Observing.
He had observing into Steffi for 10 bands.
Oh!
Yeah.
And he would have needed that too.
Oh, big time.
If I know him.
Yeah.
That might have just been to get square.
That wouldn't have even covered dessert.
Yeah, so... good race day.
It is a great thing.
I nearly got out in the local track. It was Doomben?
Yeah, Doomben.
Doomben yesterday. It wasn't Eagle Farm.
Yeah, I backed that in Posen at 6s.
I had a last ditch because obviously the southern races finish early because of daylight saving. So there was still 3 to go, I think, at Doomben. And I found the winner of, I think, race 8, and I had it into the favourite in race 10. And the favourite didn't go a yard. It was very frustrating.
There was a thing, the biggest win of the day for me was a Tika
Yeah, I didn't see that.
in the Champions.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mate, did that thing come from the back?
Now, we do have to apologise, shareholders. We shared one multi, I think, and we did tell you we were going to give you a lot more content. What do we got this week? We got
Hang on,
Derby.
I went 2 for 3 on that as well.
Yeah, what do you get paid for that?
Yeah, nothing. Nice
Yeah.
one, Cocker.
So, this week, Derby Day, we'll focus on... We've got all week to prepare.
Well, you and I are taking our talents down to Sydney.
Weasel
too.
territory.
Weasel
we
territory.
are. So, we'll be in a world of hurt Wednesday, you would think, but then we've got all day Thursday, Friday to get into the form. It's the best
day.
Race day, punters wise, all year.
Best
Comfortably. The only problem is you can do your crack and then you fuck for Cup Day. But that's what's important to sort of build a base now.
Observer's going to go on the quick backup.
That's why he fucking sat up on it at the furlong.
Jeez,
Did you see that?
Have you seen that?
I watched it again today. You would have been a fucking nervous man if you had a stack on it.
I've never seen a horse get pulled up so early.
He pulled it up to a genuine trough. And that thing was coming hard.
With 50 to go.
But that'll help him next week.
I thought he was going the show jumping the way he had that thing prancing
To be
around.
fair, though, I think there's been a few that have won that race. I think it's the Moonee Valley Vars, and then have gone on to win a derby. So it's a good, like, he'll do fuck all this week and then just, that what price is it? Have you got it in front of you?
$1.75.
Oh, it'll fucking win easy.
Oh, it'll do the moonwalk down the Flemington Straight.
Marky Zara might do a fucking handstand at the 100.
There's also the Golden Eagle, the Coolmore Stud Stakes, which is a cracker, the Empire Rose. That Coolmore's a cracking race.
Yeah, I'm pumped for the 5 Diamonds now after seeing Transatlantic do what he did yesterday.
Jeez, that was a good win.
The shoulder check from Tommy Berry at the top of the straight was, if you're on and you see that, you
like it.
You start horning up a touch.
You start getting the toes curled. I must say, speaking of toes curled, I had one of the great toe curling sessions.
I'm surprised you didn't bring this up when we were talking
I
about
forgot about it.
rolling it through and how many scooters
I forgot about it. But if everyone remembers their first, I'm sure everyone remembers their best.
And this was?
Oh, my days. You'd put this one up in the rafters.
Okay. It's interesting.
And it was like...
Circumstance-based, do you think?
Yes, very much circumstance-based.
Yeah. So you'd had a couple.
Just needed to try my luck of trying to get to bed. And by gee, did the effort that I put in, was I rewarded.
Wow. Bit better than the effort the Raw showed today.
That is right. The Raw, what they did, now shareholders, as you know, I'm fucking the Raw's #1 fucking fan, Skirt. They put on a more classic Raw performance, went over to Wellington to play the Wellington Phoenix, so I can't imagine a much job.
Did you see what they were wearing? Have they got what's their away strip like?
Mate, it's this alternate strip which should be their home jersey.
What is
it's like
it?
Maroney kind of.
That's the one Sauce wants to get, I think.
Sick.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's a sick jersey and way to go Raw.
Umbro still?
I can't imagine Umbro is still fucking floating after the sponsorship there, but No coffee club either. But what I'll say is they were up 1-0 with 15 minutes to go. This little Japanese fella for Wellington Phoenix put one in the back of the net, which was pretty soft. And then they announced 7 minutes of stoppage time.
That's insane to me. Because there was, as we spoke about last week, there was a game with like 9 minutes the other week. They must have changed the rules or something.
Anyway, long story short, shareholders, Wellington fucking suck. Sorry, pardon my English. The Raw fucking suck, and Wellington have done it to them on the siren.
Yeah.
Again.
They needed to back that up with at least an away draw.
That's bad, man.
Because then you can come home and go, well, we're undefeated.
That's what I'm saying.
It's tough.
But it's like, what are we doing as a Raw nation?
As we said, I tell you, MacArthur FC mustn't be much chop.
I'm still shocked that MacArthur FC are allowed in the fucking building, man.
Now, shareholders, obviously Pitt 2 here, he had his 21st. He is a shell of a man right now.
Gee
We told him to get on the mic and have Pitt 2 cam, and the no was overwhelming. And I'm just looking at him now. He's just looking at the clock, going, when are these cunts going to shut the fuck up so I can start editing?
I can't wait. He looks like he's the sort of bloke that'll have his hands running through the knuckles later tonight. I mean, he probably got lucky last night too. But do you have a missus? Yeah. He's
got about 7 now after last night. Oi!
Oh,
that's why, he got home at 1 but didn't get to sleep till 5. Shout out to the young lass.
I hope you weren't turning back the clock at my 30s. Was there any rooting going on in the female toilets?
Not that he knows of, yeah. It's a popular thing to get done at the Caxton. Do you reckon there'll be some shagging downstairs
mate,
today?
If there's one thing I know about the Samoan and Tongans, when they come together as one, they hum.
Do you reckon they say Cheeehooo at completion?
Imagine when they're fucking and it's like, rather than, it's like, Cheehooo.
Okay, this is too dribbly. Jesus Christ. Let's try and call Source because it is a bit later there now.
What does Cheehooo mean?
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Cheehooo.
The way
Cheehooo.
if you've ever been a part of any type of football team, someone will also say it. Shout out Aldo. He used to say it a lot and he's white as a fucking ghost. It's just a, it's
Cheehooo. Like,
it gets everyone fired up.
it's a bit like yah, yah, yippee, yippee, yah.
I would say that's exactly right.
Now, hang on. All right, we'll come up with some words that we've got to use when we speak to this guy. Should it be
Maybe you go Cheeehooo.
Cheeehooo?
And I might say Guinness.
What?
Because I'll just keep asking
Why
him
don't
about
we just,
Guinness.
we'll say solly stuff
No, because
for Samoa
I'm white as anything, mate. I'm a pommy.
Yeah, but we'll just show our
Let's go.
respect.
You do that then.
All right.
I'll mix something else. I don't think he'll pick up.
No, he won't.
Will that game finish?
The person you are calling
he's
is
gone.
not available.
He's
Please
just
leave a short message and it will be sent as an audio message.
Source. Get your hand off it, Cobber.
Hey.
Call us back.
Come on, mate. It's going to fall off if you keep fucking going.
Mate, that's a screen grab if I've ever seen one. He's seen one ring, he's rolling it through, and he's gone, fuck that. I'm going to snap this thing off.
Totally.
And that'll do us.
It really would. I'll do my legend of the week.
Yeah, we spoke about the knob. I think it's still got to be him, so you go.
Yeah, I'll do my legend. Look, my legend's via Sistina, man. That thing was just... To see an 8-year-old mare, I don't think an 8-year-old mare's ever won the Cox Plate before.
Yep.
To do it the way she did it, she had to go 5 wide around the turn, was there to be beat by Buckaroo.
Stable, mate.
J-Mac.
He can get him over the line. Actually, we didn't mention that. I'll do a little bit of sauce for sauce while he's not here.
Go.
Mooney Valley, letting anyone... Because they're obviously demolishing probably today. They're probably fucking ripping that place down.
Yeah.
Anything that wasn't nailed down to the ground was able to be taken by some punters. So there was people fucking everywhere. I saw some geezer take about 8 metres of rail with him. Now, I've been to Cox Plate Day like 5 times.
Yeah, same.
The only way to get home is either the fucking train or an Uber. This cat wasn't taking home that rail in an Uber. So imagine him just getting onto the train, trying to manoeuvre that rail. But it had the Ladbrokes Cox Plate. Like, it would have
been great. I mean, I saw him trying to get down the clock tower chair at one point.
Imagine trying to get that home and the missus goes, what? Like, you'd be blind as a bat, probably done your crack on the punt, and you just come home with a fucking piece of porcelain rail that's got Ladbrokes Cox plate on it. Where's this going, sweetheart? I was going to put it in the living room. I think that'll look great.
I've got to respect those punters that are doing it.
There was blokes taking home, like, plants and shit.
Oh, mate, I mean, if you wanted to do your new backyard up, it was a perfect spot. Good soil there.
Oh,
is it Sir John Walter? Or is it, what do they use? Queensland Coach?
Back to the fucking lawn chat again for your shareholders.
Yeah, totally.
No, I don't know what they would use, but fuck, it's green.
It is, mate. It's luscious.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, it wasn't, mate. It was like a fucking zoo, dude. The way that they were just taking shit down.
I tell you, it looked a bit fucking better weather than here yesterday. Jeez, it's been hot, shareholders. Stay safe.
There's a good storm coming tonight.
Big storm. Might cool us down a touch. Shout out Lifesaver ice blocks as well, shareholders. They're on special at the moment at Coles if you get there. They're $6 for a pack of 8. You know the
what are they?
You know the Lifesaver ice blocks? They've got the different colours.
Yeah.
And you bite into it, changes colour.
Goated.
Mate, go and get them. They'll cool you down this next couple of hot days.
How are your pits? Normally you tend to get fucking
dreadful. And shareholders, thanks. I'll shout out none of you that actually raised any money for my golf day tomorrow, the longest day. Not one fucking donation, you tight cunts. Seriously. Get in your fucking pocket. You can still donate. Problem we've got, first light 4:35 tomorrow. We'll be teeing it up.
Yeah, okay.
72 holes, 38 degrees I think it's going to get to.
Your Buckley's chance.
So I've got water, I've got Gatorade, I've made a couple of chicken sandwiches.
That won't get you through the line.
I've got ice packs. I've got to change a shirt. Molly said I'll have to get a change of jocks too, which I think was a clutch reminder from her because I'll get a sweaty car.
Yeah, you will for sure.
And so, yeah, give us a shout out, shareholders. Please try and donate. It's a great cause.
What's it for again? Remind
Cancer
them?
Council.
Cancer Council. What do they do?
Well, any sort of cancer research, Cobb.
Yeah, right.
That's what it covers most.
Oh, so
cancer.
are they a governing body for cancer?
You believe so.
charity?
So we'll be in yellow shirts tomorrow. Capera, if you're there, I doubt any shareholders will be playing tomorrow. But if they are, give us a wave.
Mate, there's a few shareholders that might be unemployed that can fit a Monday round in.
For sure. So, yeah, look, it's going to be hot.
What time are you expected to be done by?
Well, if we go 4:35, we'll probably get 18 done. I reckon the first 18 maybe just over 3 hours.
Are you walking it?
We're walking the first 2 rounds, I think.
Is that because that's what you have to do?
No, see, that was the thing. We actually thought you had to walk the whole thing. Turns out they recommend getting carts. No shit.
But
because it's going to be quicker, but...
What's the go in terms of, is this happening around the world tomorrow?
There's a specific day they try and keep it on, but obviously it's not that easy to do. So we sort of rang Capera and were like, listen, what day do you think? And they gave us this date. So I think we're playing the first 9 tomorrow, and then we're sprinkled about. I think we've got to play the same 9 about 5 times tomorrow, which is going to be interesting. We'll be a bit sick of it by the...
well, especially when you're walking too.
Well, the missus was like, are you excited? Like, I love golf more than the next bloke, but I've always thought golf should be 12 holes. I've got to play 72 of the cunts tomorrow. So, I mean, there could be a chance where I'm just golfed out.
I've got a feeling that your Buckley's chance of getting to all 72.
Especially if you're not hitting it well.
Oh,
you're really going to be...
Well, that's where my concern lies, because you lot can't hit him like with the best of us at the best of times.
Oh, well, speak for yourself, Cole.
And so, if things get pear-shaped early, it's the toughest sport to bounce back from.
I think we're going to have some side bets and stuff just to keep us switched on and interested, because otherwise those last I reckon the last 27 holes is going to be tough going.
Throw some same games and NFL bets on.
That could be...
Because that's what you'll need.
Yeah, I reckon that's the go.
And then where are they racing tomorrow? You should probably get on the punt.
If I was going to have a bet on where they'd be racing, Kurundai or Coonamble possibly. Get it up. They won't be racing anywhere in Brisbane.
They're racing at Eagle Farm.
What?
Randwick. Nah,
Didn't realise it was a public
Actually,
holiday.
not a bad day for you. Wangaratta, Newcastle, Queanbeyan, and Ipswich and Tarapa.
Ipswich, interesting. They run true at
And
Wangaratta.
first race at Ipswich tomorrow, 9:05.
Yeah, because of the heat.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's smart going. So, yeah, so you'd think I'd hopefully be 36 in by that time.
What time are you expecting to be done by?
Well, I would say it's going to take us 12 hours, maybe 13. So I'd hope we're going to have to be done by 5:30. That's probably sundown. Nah, sundown will be about 6. So
Shareholders, I've just got mail, and this could be the bet of the fucking year. It's National Tight Ends Day tomorrow.
it is.
I'll give you a 4-leg multi.
My guy.
Bride from Cardinals, Ferguson from Dallas, Warren from Indianapolis, Kraft from Green Bay.
I was going to say, because I didn't even know that guy existed until a couple of weeks ago. Jordan Love just fed
he
him.
feeds him, mate.
The poor bastard. He must be so fucked after the games.
No, he feeds him, and rightfully so.
Green. Who are they got tomorrow?
Who?
Green Bay.
Oh, mate, they're playing Steelers. It's Aaron Rodgers' return to...
That's going to be a cracker. We'll touch on NBA for a touch. What about Luka?
Oh, hasn't he come out well?
He started hot, the kid.
Couple of 40 pieces with this little spread of fucking almost triple doubles on the side.
Yeah, he's
Victor Wembanyama's play on opening night was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Do we think the Spurs can actually win it all this year with him?
No.
You don't? I reckon he can fucking take him a long way.
He can take him a long way, but he doesn't have the cattle around
Well,
him.
Fox gets injured a lot, but he is a very good player. And I think he'll suit playing with that guy.
Totally.
So it'll be interesting to see. Geez, if they were in the Eastern Conference, they'd be fucking locks to
Mate,
win that.
Houston's average starting side is 6'10" height-wise.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like, that's ludicrous.
It is. Yeah, look, we might start sharing a few more same games on that too.
OKC, first team in NBA history to start the season back-to-back double OTs.
Yeah, there's been a lot of overtime lately.
Double
Good
OTs.
to see. Free basketball.
Free basketball and good basketball too.
And it helps when you've had a multi and your bloke needs a couple more points.
Absolutely.
Because you get a few more minutes.
Absolutely. Shareholders, I reckon that might be us.
That'll be us. Look, we've got a big week coming up.
Big week.
And then there's obviously, we've got Derby Day, Saturday.
Which will feed you.
We've got the second test.
Feed you.
I don't know what else we got.
When
but
does
we
the
got
spring
something.
tour for the Wallabies kick off? They must have a week off
Yeah,
now.
they'd have to have a week off. They just played in Japan. They'll get to
jeez.
England, have a week
Yeah,
of a couple of schooners,
totally.
pints, shall I say,
And
as we look up. Or
I'd love if we get pickle. Oh, there you go. No.
that's
Held
good defense. That's good defense. We're just watching
Samoa
Samoa
Tonga, they're about 8 minutes in. I tell you, he's offside.
So we're gonna have
Get him on.
We're going to have a bit to speak about, and we will get Source on next week because he'll be able to answer our phone call. Now, he will be posting...
Try time.
Who's in?
The guy from the Panthers. Centre.
What's his name again?
Tygo. And, geez, doesn't the Samoan community erupt?
Great
Fuck
to see.
me,
So
they
yeah,
love a flag
we'll
in
be
the
back
Pacifics.
next week with Source, hopefully on the phone, but he'll also give you a good recap of what the game was like live and exclusive.
What's happening.
And he'll do a nice little update for us. Hopefully he gives us more of an update on Alf too. That was good to see.
Yeah, geez, I tell you what, Alf would be the first one invited on the Emirates business class trip.
He might get banned from flying business in Emirates if he keeps doing that.
The Saudi Arabian prince wouldn't be too happy.
Love you, shareholders.
See
Drink
ya,
4X.
shareholders.